Ladies and gentlemen, this year let's make a promise to ourselves. 2025 will not be about them. It will be about you. It will be about your dreams, your growth, your happiness. Too often we waste our energy seeking validation from others, adjusting our dreams to fit their expectations, and losing ourselves in the process. But the time has come to break free from this cycle and focus only on yourself. In life, we often find ourselves seeking approval from others, constantly looking over our shoulders to see how we measure up against the expectations of society. We get trapped in a cycle of comparison, worrying about what people think, how they perceive us, and whether we are good enough in their eyes. But the truth is, no matter how much we try to please the world, there will always be someone who is not satisfied. So why waste our precious time and energy trying to fit into molds that were never meant for us? In 2025, it is time to make a shift away from external validation and towards self-acceptance. It is time to focus only on yourself. Focusing on yourself does not mean becoming selfish or disregarding others. It means choosing you as a priority. It means understanding that your happiness, your growth, and your dreams deserve the same love and attention that you so freely give to everyone else. It is about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. The more you take care of yourself, the more you have to offer the world. But this can only happen when you stop looking for approval outside and start finding it within. The biggest trap we fall into is comparison. We see people achieving milestones, sharing their successes, and seemingly living perfect lives. Social media has made this even worse, where everything looks glamorous and effortless, but what we fail to see is the struggle behind the scenes. Everyone has their own journey, their own struggles, and their own pace. Just because someone else is ahead does not mean you are behind. You are not late and you are not lacking. You are simply walking on your path, and that is enough. One of the most important things you can do in 2025 is invest in yourself. Read more, learn new skills, take care of your health, and focus on things that bring you joy. Spend time doing what makes your soul happy without worrying about whether it impresses others. Self-investment is not a luxury, it is a necessity. The more you grow, the stronger and more confident you become. You will no longer need external validation because your inner confidence will shine through. Equally important is learning to set boundaries. Not everything and everyone deserves your time and energy. If something drains you, it is okay to walk away. If something does not serve your growth, it is okay to let go. Saying no is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of self-respect. When you set boundaries, you make room for things that truly matter. This year, make a promise to yourself. No more seeking approval, no more unnecessary comparisons, and no more sacrificing your happiness for others. Instead, focus on growing, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself. When you do this, success, happiness, and fulfillment will follow, not because you chased them, but because you became someone who naturally attracts them. In a world where we are constantly surrounded by the achievements and successes of others, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparison. Whether it is on social media, in our personal relationships, or in our careers, we often find ourselves measuring our progress against someone else's. We see people achieving great things, living seemingly perfect lives, and moving forward at a pace that feels much faster than our own. This can create feelings of doubt, insecurity, and even failure. But the truth is, comparison is one of the greatest thieves of joy. The moment you begin comparing your journey to someone else's, you lose sight of everything that makes your path unique. No two people have the same starting point, the same struggles, or the same resources. What works for one person may not work for another, and what looks like success for someone else may not even align with your definition of happiness. Yet we often forget this and allow ourselves to feel discouraged because we think we are falling behind. The reality is, you are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Growth happens at different times for different people. And just because your journey looks different does not mean it is any less meaningful. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself from unnecessary pressure. You start focusing on your own goals, your own strengths, and your own progress. Instead of trying to fit into someone else's timeline, you begin creating a life that feels right for you. This is where true fulfillment begins, not in chasing someone else's version of success, but in building your own. One of the biggest dangers of comparison is that it shifts your focus away from gratitude. Instead of appreciating what you have accomplished, you start focusing on what you lack. You overlook your progress because you are too busy looking at someone else's. But when you pause and reflect, you will realize how much you have already achieved, how far you have come, and how capable you truly are. Every small step forward is still progress, and every challenge you have faced has shaped you into the person you are today. That is something to be proud of. In 2025, make the choice to focus only on yourself. Celebrate your achievements no matter how small. Embrace your journey even if it looks different from others. Trust your process even when it feels slow. You are not in competition with anyone but yourself, and the only comparison that matters is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. When you shift your mindset from comparison to self-growth, you begin to experience true peace. You no longer feel the need to rush or compete. Instead, you learn to appreciate your own unique path. You are enough as you are, and your journey is valid. So step into 2025 with confidence, knowing that your success is not defined by others, it is defined by you. In life, one of the most valuable investments you can make is in yourself. Too often, people prioritize everything and everyone else, neglecting their own growth and well-being. They spend time fulfilling obligations, meeting expectations, and pleasing others, while their own dreams and ambitions are left behind. But if you truly want to evolve, if you want to reach your highest potential, you must make yourself a priority. Personal growth is not something that happens by chance. It is a choice, a commitment, and a lifelong journey. Investing in yourself begins with learning. Knowledge is power, and the more you learn, the more you grow. Read books, take courses, develop new skills, and expand your horizons. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone and embrace opportunities that push you forward. Growth does not happen in a place of comfort. It happens when you dare to explore new possibilities. Every time you learn something new, you add value to yourself, and in turn, you enhance the quality of your life. Beyond intellectual growth, taking care of your physical and mental well-being is just as important. Your health is your greatest asset, yet many people ignore it until problems arise. Nourish your body with healthy food, exercise regularly, and get enough rest. A strong body supports a strong mind, but physical health alone is not enough. You must also take care of your emotional and mental state. Practice self-care, set aside time to do things that bring you joy, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Protect your peace and avoid situations that drain your energy. One of the most profound ways to invest in yourself is by mastering self-discipline. Success is not built on motivation alone, it is built on consistency. You will not always feel inspired and you will not always feel like putting in the effort, but discipline will keep you moving forward even on the hardest days. Create habits that support your goals, stay committed to your plans, and remind yourself that small, consistent actions lead to big results over time. Equally important is developing self-awareness. Get to know yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and fears. Understand what makes you happy, what drains you, and what truly matters to you. The more self-aware you become, the better decisions you make. You stop wasting time on things that do not align with your values, and you start living with intention. The greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself, because when you grow, everything around you improves. Your relationships, your career, and your overall happiness all benefit from the time and effort you put into your own development. In 2025, make a promise to put yourself first. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that allows you to become the best version of yourself. The more you invest in yourself, the more you have to give to the world. Focus on your growth, and everything else will fall into place. One of the most important things you can do for yourself is learning to set boundaries. Far too often, people give too much of their time and energy to things and individuals that do not contribute to their well-being. They say yes when they want to say no. They tolerate situations that drain them, and they allow others to dictate their emotions. But if you want to grow and truly focus on yourself in 2025, you must recognize the power of boundaries. They are not a sign of selfishness. They are a declaration of self-respect. Setting boundaries means understanding your limits and making sure others do as well. It means recognizing that not everything and everyone deserves access to your energy. You do not have to be available for every request, nor do you need to explain yourself every time you make a decision that protects your peace. People who truly care about you will respect your boundaries, while those who get upset by them were only benefiting from your lack of them. Emotional boundaries are just as important as physical ones. You must protect yourself from negativity, toxic relationships, and situations that make you feel small. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, who respect you, and who bring out the best in you. If someone constantly makes you feel drained, anxious, or unappreciated, it may be time to step back. You owe it to yourself to be in spaces that nourish your growth rather than hinder it. Another crucial aspect of boundary setting is learning to say no without guilt. Many people struggle with this because they fear disappointing others or being perceived as unkind. But saying no to things that do not align with your values or priorities is an act of self-care. You do not need to justify why you choose yourself over unnecessary obligations. Every time you say no to something that does not serve you, you are saying yes to your own peace, time, and happiness. Boundaries also apply to how you treat yourself. Do not let your own negative thoughts become the reason you hold yourself back. Speak to yourself with kindness. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, and give yourself permission to grow. You are allowed to change, evolve, and pursue a life that makes you feel fulfilled. In 2025, commit to honoring your boundaries and standing firm in your decisions. Protect your time, guard your energy, and prioritize your well-being. When you set healthy boundaries, you create space for things that truly matter. You stop feeling overwhelmed, you gain clarity on what is important, and you allow yourself to grow without unnecessary burden. This year, make the choice to put yourself first in the healthiest way possible. Set the boundaries you need, walk away from what no longer serves you, and embrace the freedom that comes with valuing yourself. When you respect your own limits, the world will too, and you will find yourself living with a sense of peace and confidence that cannot be shaken. Chasing dreams is one of the most fulfilling journeys in life, but it requires commitment, persistence, and an unshakable belief in yourself. Too often, people give up on their dreams because of fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of stepping into the unknown. They allow doubt to creep in, convincing themselves that they are not good enough or that success is meant for others but not for them. However, the truth is, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is your willingness to keep going, no matter how difficult the journey gets. The path to achieving anything meaningful is never easy. There will be setbacks, rejections, and moments when you feel like quitting. But success is not about never failing. It is about rising every time you fall. Every failure is a lesson, every setback is a test of perseverance, and every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never faced difficulties. They are the ones who refuse to let those difficulties stop them. To chase your dreams effectively, you must have clarity. What do you truly want? What excites you? What makes you feel alive? Too often, people follow a path that society or family expects of them, rather than pursuing what genuinely fulfills them. But your dreams are yours for a reason. You were given those aspirations because you have the potential to turn them into reality. Listen to your inner voice, trust your instinct, and move in the direction of what feels right for you. Taking action is the most important step. Many people spend years waiting for the perfect moment, but there is no such thing. The perfect time is now. Start where you are, with what you have, and take small steps forward every day. Consistency is far more powerful than occasional bursts of effort. Even when progress seems slow, keep going. Small efforts, repeated over time, lead to massive results. Another key aspect of achieving your dreams is surrounding yourself with the right people. Be around those who uplift you, encourage you, and remind you of your potential. Distance yourself from negativity, doubt, and those who do not support your vision. The energy you allow around you influences your mindset and motivation, so protect it fiercely. Most importantly, believe in yourself. If you do not believe in your own dreams, how can you expect others to? Confidence is built through action. The more you show up for yourself, the more you will realize your own strength and capability. You are more powerful than you think, and you are capable of achieving incredible things if you refuse to give up. As you step into 2025, make a promise to yourself that you will chase your dreams with everything you have. No more excuses, no more waiting. Take control of your future, commit to your goals, and never stop believing that you are meant for something great. Your dreams are valid, and this is your time to make them happen. Success is not about proving others wrong, it is about proving yourself right. Too often, people get caught up in trying to impress others, seeking validation and working tirelessly just to gain approval. They want to be seen as successful, admired, and respected by those around them. But when success is driven by the need to please others, it becomes exhausting and unfulfilling. True success comes from within. It is about setting your own goals, working towards them with dedication, and achieving them for yourself, not for anyone else. When you focus on proving yourself right, your mindset shifts. You no longer feel pressure to meet unrealistic expectations or to live according to someone else's definition of success. Instead, you define success on your own terms. It could mean financial stability, personal growth, inner peace, or the ability to do what you love every day. Whatever success looks like to you, it should be something that brings you joy and fulfillment, not something that exists just to impress others. One of the biggest mistakes people make is wasting energy on those who doubt them. They spend too much time trying to prove their worth to people who never truly believed in them. But here's the truth. The opinions of others do not determine your potential. People will always have something to say whether you succeed or fail. If you constantly live for their approval, you will never truly be free. Instead of focusing on proving them wrong, focus on proving to yourself that you are capable, strong, and worthy of success. Self-belief is the foundation of everything. If you do not believe in yourself, no amount of external validation will ever be enough. Confidence is built through action by setting goals, working towards them, and overcoming obstacles along the way. Every small achievement reinforces your belief in your own abilities. The more you push yourself, the more you realize that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. The journey to success is personal and it requires patience. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and failures. But these challenges are not signs that you should quit. They are simply lessons guiding you toward growth. Every time you face an obstacle, remind yourself why you started. Remember that you are not doing this to impress anyone. You are doing it for you. When you focus on yourself and your own goals, everything else falls into place. You stop comparing your progress to others, you stop seeking unnecessary approval, and you start feeling a deeper sense of satisfaction. You begin to realize that true success is not about applause or recognition. It is about knowing that you have worked hard, stayed true to yourself, and created a life that makes you proud. As you step into 2025, shift your focus inward. Work hard, stay consistent, and believe in your abilities. Do it not to prove others wrong, but to prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness. So promise yourself that in 2025 you will rise, you will grow, and you will shine, not for them, but for you. Thank you.